So when you say that it started as like an FU to the system, how did it originally start? What was the original, what were you really trying to build out there?
Okay, so let me just take you all the way to the beginning. 6 years ago, I did a 30-day juice fast on like a whim. A person that I follow, she asked a bunch of us if we wanted to join her in doing the 30-day fast, and I did, and that was it. I just did it for myself. Nothing really thought, there was no long-term goal. I just did a 30-day fast, and it was life-changing. I started to feel differently. I was already in the gym working out, and so by adding the juices into my daily life exclusively and getting rid of a lot of food, it just kind of brought up a lot of things that fasting can do. I mean, for a lot of people, I think fasting is a religious or spiritual type of thing, but I had never done a fast before. I believe in God, but I'm not a religious person. I would say
Hmm.
maybe more spiritual. So it was very new to me, like taking all of these things that I was familiar with as far as the food, and then focusing on just how that can help me in my daily life, and then just how I was starting to feel. And then I was sharing it on social media a little bit, and people would say, oh, that's what's up, or can you make me something? And I was like, no, thank you. I don't do that. I'm just sharing my journey. And so it kind of kept coming up. People were asking me to help them, asking me to make it for them, and then I started to really like doing it. And it's kind of funny because when I went to college many moons ago, I was going to college for pharmacy, and then later on in life I became a bartender, and so now my juice bar is like a combination of both, pharmacy and juice, doing drinks and things like that. So it's just kind of funny how the things you do in your life will prepare you for what you're doing if you choose that over, the normal stuff that we're accustomed to. So that's
Man,
pretty much how it started, the
that's
whole
interesting.
juicing
Like
thing. Yeah.
we had a guest that said the same thing, who did multiple things, and somehow those things combine to what they do today. So that's interesting how that works out.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It's
interesting how that
crazy.
works out. So you go from just like, serving people who asked you to put these juices together
Hmm.
to having a, brick and mortar space. Like
Yes.
that's a huge jump.
Yes, it is. Yes, it's a parachute out of an airplane type of situation. And it's funny because a few days ago I was talking to one of my customers, and I was saying how throughout all of my working years, every manager, every owner, anybody who met me would be like, "Oh, you'll be a great manager. Oh, I think you should, sign up for the management or sign up for the whatever type of head leadership position." And I'm like, no, I like being right where I'm at, and no, thank you. I don't want to. And here, however many years later, I didn't jumped out into the thing that I was running from. And now, even though I'm really a solopreneur, my husband will come and help because he has his own business. But, I don't have any employees yet, but they're coming. Like by the end of next year, I'll have a whole team. I know that to be true. And so I'm taking on like so many things that I ran from. But again, like we just said, everything that I've ever done in my life is preparing me for where I'm at right now. So as I push through my fear, I know that I'm prepared. And I know that if I just take the steps and just kind of pace myself, then I'll
Hmm.
be able to excel. So I think that's probably the hardest part of being an entrepreneur, is pacing yourself, because you get an idea and you want to go, go, go,
So
go, go. Let's
I,
do it, do it, do it, do it.